Hi everyone. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing what I'm kind of calling Pinterest mailbag. I don't know. I sat down and wrote down a whole bunch of questions that people ask online about Pinterest and have asked me, and it's just pages and pages of them. So I'm going to go through a few of these. If you really want to get into Pinterest in a more serious way for a product-based business, not just to send people to your site so you can get ad revenue, that's not what I teach. I have a Pinterest class. I'll put the link in the description and you can get into that and it will help you. It will help you get more traffic. Okay, so the first question is, how often should you pin on Pinterest? That's a really good question. And there's so much out there where people say, oh, you don't have to, you should pin 50 pins a day, 10 pins a day, 5 pin, there's so much information that is contradictory. It's better to pin one good pin a day that has a good picture and is keyword optimized and actually has a call to action and is appropriate for the product. It's better to do one of those a day than it is to post 50 crappy pins that don't have any keyword optimization and are just losers. Okay. Pinterest does not want quantity, they want quality. And that's just how it is. So there is no right answer for this. Some people are just spammers and they are posting as many pins as they can using AI. I would not recommend that because Pinterest is on it right now. And that's all I'm going to say about that because I know what they're up to. But yeah, don't just focus on quality. Pin when you can. I would pin consistently. I think consistency is more important than numbers. Like the consistent pinning is more important than the number of pins. There are some days when I pin 20 things. There are some days when I pin one, but I pin every single day. Okay. So I'm going to cross this off the list. That's how often you should pin. Consistently is the answer to that. Okay. Number two, should you use hashtags on Pinterest? No, you don't need to use hashtags on Pinterest. They have gone back and forth on this, but you can. I mean, you can use hashtags. I don't think that people search on Pinterest with hashtags and it doesn't really help in being found because that's not how the system is set up. But if you want to, it's not going to hurt. There's just no need to. There's no need to use hashtags on Pinterest. It's not a hashtag type platform, and it's not part of the way that they find things. Okay, that one's crossed off. How many boards should you have on Pinterest? Now, this is a really interesting question right at this particular moment in time because I personally think this is my feeling based on what I see going on Pinterest is that you can have as many boards as you want as long as you can pin consistently to them. And I'm in a Pinterest group that's run by Pinterest. It's not run by somebody, it's run by Pinterest. And we asked how often should you pin to a board? And they said once every 3 months is what the engineers consider an active board. So once every 3 months, if you can pin to that board once every 3 months, then go ahead and put it up there. And the reason that you want, I would say more boards rather than fewer at this point. Let's say that I sell bracelets. Okay, I sell bracelets and I have a board called bracelets. Okay, well, that's great, except there are a lot of different kinds of bracelets. There are string bracelets, there's friendship bracelets, there's mala bracelets, there's yoga bracelets. I'm thinking like, semi-precious stones. There's all kinds tennis bracelets. There's all kinds of bracelets. They're all different. So the more specific that you can get, the better. So yeah, you can have a board called bracelets, but then also have a board called emerald bracelets, have a board called amethyst bracelets, have a board called jasper bracelets, right? And then you can also have a board with, separate from that emerald bracelet where you have round emerald or round semi-precious stones or, whatever you want to do. You can have the same products on multiple boards as long as they fit that profile. So I'm trying to think. Let's say that I have this mug. This mug is sitting here full of my tea. Okay. This green mug could be on a board called mugs. It could be on a board called green mugs. It could be on a board called polka dot mugs. It could be on a board called green kitchen accessories. It could be on a board called I my mind goes blank. drinking mugs or something. I mean, that's a terrible example, but you see what I'm saying. You don't have to limit a product to one board. You can put it on multiple boards, and the more specific the board names are, the better. So at this point, I personally, this is what I suggest in my class, is that you have boards that are very specific and have descriptions that are very specific, because I think that that helps Pinterest categorize things a little bit faster. And that's how Pinterest works. It categorizes your pins and then it shows it to people based on what they look at. Okay, so that's the answer to that. And if you do want to get into this more, get my class, links in the description. Okay, this is a big one, and this will be the last one I do for today. I have so many of these. I'm going to do some more. Excuse me. Should you post your art on Pinterest? This is a legitimately huge question for artists because they know that people steal their artwork, right? Um, I think it's okay to post your art on Pinterest. I think you should if you're selling it, obviously. But there are ways to do that where people can't steal the image. And there, like I said, we go over this in my class. This is kind of a Pinterest design question. I would not post, for many reasons, I would not post just a picture of your artwork. That's not, it doesn't make for a good pin that makes people want to leave the platform to go to buy your artwork. What it does is it gives people a pretty picture that they can steal and use for a telephone, like a cell phone wallpaper, right? It's not, that's not the purpose. You have to think, why are you pinning something? Okay, if you're pinning something to sell wall art or an original painting, you're not just going to put a picture of it and say, here's my art, right? You want to put like text overlay on the artwork. You want to show the artwork, but you also want to tell people why they're looking at it. Why did you pin this? So there are ways to do that. That includes having a good title and description. But for the most part, you do want to pin your artwork if that's what you sell. But you have to be a little careful about it so that you're not just pinning the picture and then expecting people not to steal your artwork, because they're going to steal it. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're posting your artwork anywhere online, someone will steal it eventually. That's just how it goes. And on Pinterest, you have to accept that to a certain extent, but there are ways that you can keep people from stealing from Pinterest. And Pinterest also has a really good copyright infringement system where you can report people if they steal your pins and try to use them for their own designs and that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely pin your artwork, but do it in a way that prevents people from stealing the image off of Pinterest. That's basically what I'm saying. Okay, so that's the beginning of this series. I'm going to do a whole series on Pinterest. Leave me any questions. And again, if you have any questions about my class, post them. But get the class. My class is so thorough, if I do say so myself. I will talk to you later.